Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Billionchants. My name is Kish, and I will be your host today. The date is August 18th, 2020, and it's as good a day as any to do some chanting. I hope everyone is happy, healthy, staying sane at home. I don't know what month it is, but we're doing it, and I think we're doing it well. We have a wonderful guest with us here today, and I'm really excited to introduce her. But before we get into that, I'd like to share something I actually just heard yesterday in like a Vedanta talk on YouTube. Even just that, to listen to Vedanta on YouTube is amazing. But it really stuck out to me, and I felt compelled to share it today. So it's from Taittiriya Upanishad, and it's Ananda Mimamsa, which is basically the science of happiness. I thought it was really cool, especially being like young and growing up in America. The science of happiness, wow, because something as intangible as happiness and bliss, you don't usually get to quantify that. But here in the scriptures, they do. And I'll summarize it and probably not explain it the best I should, but I hope the message comes across. So basically, they describe, well, it's a science. So the first thing they do is they break happiness down into a unit of measurement. And how they do that is they say, imagine the highest happiness you can think of. And the first stage of that is, imagine someone who is the most rich, knowledgeable, disciplined, strong, young, healthy, just the king of the world. They have everything physically, financially, mentally. That ideal state of being, that highest point on this earth, that is one unit of happiness. That's one. And then they go on to say that the next one, someone who is well versed in the scriptures, who is beyond desire, that person's happiness is 100 times that of the previous, right? So they have 100 units of happiness. And basically, the Upanishad goes on to explain 10 more levels, and each level is 100 times more happy than the last. So it ends with the person in the highest heaven. So I did the math. It's actually 10 to the 10th happiness of that of the first. So a million, maybe a billion, just like our Billionchants, times happier than the first is the happiness of the highest heaven. But the conclusion, the main point is that the beyond that 10 to the 10th happiness is an infinite happiness. And actually the source of all happiness is the self within, that infinite well of bliss that gives the happiness to all the other sources, the external, even the desire free. Where does that happiness come from? It all comes from the self. And actually, it goes on to explain that the happiness that we actually are, that we actually have within us, leaks out into the world, and we mistake it as being outside us due to our ignorance. And essentially, the point is, if we can know ourselves, if we can come closer to our source, we can tap into that well of infinite bliss. It really sounds too good to be true, but in the Upanishad and explained so scientifically, I couldn't doubt it. And I thought it fit very well here with our Billionchants, because we're all on that mission to find that infinite happiness and get closer to the source. So I hope that made sense to someone, because it really inspired me. And it really gave me another purpose to do this chanting, get closer to the source and tap into ourselves. So that's enough of me talking. I would like to introduce our lovely guest here today, Rashmi Nagendra. There we go. Hi, Rashmi.
Hi.
Hey, Gurudev. It's nice to have you here. So I'll give a quick introduction to Rashmi. So she is from Canada. She's there right now, so 3 hours ahead of all of us in the Bay Area. So she's an accountant and works at an international cargo company. She has been an Art of Living teacher for the last 9 years, and she teaches the happiness program. She does a variety of very cool and sattvic things, holistic cooking. So she's a certified cooking teacher, which is like a form of Ayurveda cooking. Marma, which is energy healing, also a part of Ayurveda. And she has practiced chanting from a reputed gurukula. So she's an expert in Vedic chanting, and she's been doing that her whole life. For the last 4 years, she's been doing it in an advanced manner, but her whole life. And just from speaking to her, you can tell the vibrations have really settled in. Her and her husband and her son all do chanting regularly. Her son's 15, and he has been doing Vedic chanting since he was a kid. So chanting is a very big part of their values. She's really big on encouraging youngsters to chant. She has found it really helps them tackle difficulties and just helps them in their day-to-day life. She organizes chanting sessions, and she's just an inspiration to everyone. So I won't keep going on. I'll bring her on, and Rashmi ji, please share as much wisdom as you'd like to, and we're excited to hear you chant.
Yeah, thank you, Krish, for that wonderful introduction. So whenever there is a lot of sound, in order to quieten the mind or quieten the atmosphere, what we do? We do a gesture, right? What is that gesture? Gesture. What is that? Is shh, right? And if something which is so beautiful, we just express in that one small word, which is wow, right? So if we put this shh and wow, that is what Shiva is. So Om is the primordial sound. Nama is going inwards. Going inwards for what? Is to feel that silence, that wow within ourselves. Right? So we do the Om Namah Shivaya chanting for 108 times. And then we will be listening to Devi Kavacham. If you know Devi Kavacham, sure you can chant along. And it is such a nice chanting, the Devi Kavacham. Devi Kavacham, the armor which is given by the Mother Divine itself. How beautifully it is explained. Like Mother Divine comes in 9 different forms. And where she comes from? She comes and protects from all 10 directions. Evam Dashadisho Rakshe. Navadurga, she comes from 9 different forms, and Evam Dashadisho Rakshe. 10 different directions. We don't know from where the enemy comes, right? It can be from front, from the back, from any direction. And Mother Divine ensures that she protects us from all the directions. How beautifully it is said. How she protects us, small little things. It is said that Nasikayam Sugandhacha Uttarosh Teshta Charchika Adare Chamrutakala Jiffayam Cha Saraswati. It's so nice that the tip of the nose and the skin, how she protects each, like that she protects each and every part of her body, like putting an armor. And towards the end, it is said that Yavat Bhumandalam Datte Sashaila Vanakananam. So whoever chants this or whoever listens to it, they will be victorious. Over what? Over those worries and those, small little things which is there in our own mind. So just will chant Om Namah Shivaya for 108 times, and then we will chant or we will do the meditation by listening to Devi Kavacham, which is sung by Bhanu Didi herself in such beautiful voice. So let's do the Om Namah Shivaya chanting first. Let's all chant Om 3 times. It's good to keep our spine straight. Let's chant Om 3 times and then chant Om Namah Shivaya. The eyes closed if you can. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. With next exhalation, we will chant Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
नमश्चण्डिकायै ॐ मार्कण्डेय उवाच यद्गुह्यं परमं लोके सर्वरक्षाकरं नृणां यन्न कस्यचिदाख्यातं तन्मे ब्रूहि पितामह ब्रह्मोवाच अस्ति गुह्यतमं विप्र सर्वभूतोपकारकं देव्यास्तु कवचं पुण्यं तच्छृणुष्व महामुने प्रथमं शैलपुत्रीति द्वितीयं ब्रह्मचारिणी तृतीयं चन्द्रघण्टेति कूष्माण्डेति चतुर्थकम् पञ्चमं स्कन्दमातेति षष्ठं कात्यायनीति च सप्तमं कालरात्रिश्च महागौरीति चाष्टमम् नवमं सिद्धिदात्री च नवदुर्गा प्रकीर्तिताः उक्तान्येतानि नामानि ब्रह्मणेव महात्मना अग्निना दह्यमानस्तु शत्रुमध्ये कतोरणे विषमे दुर्गमे चैव भयार्ताः शरणं गताः न तेषां जायते किञ्चित् अशुभं रणसङ्कटे नापदं तस्य पश्यामि शोकदुःखभयं नहि येस्तु भक्त्या स्मृता नूनं तेषां सिद्धिः प्रजायते प्रेतसंस्थातु चामुण्डा वाराही महिषासना ऐन्द्री गजसमारूढा वैष्णवी गरुडासना माहेश्वरी वृषारूढा कौमारी शिखिवाहना ब्राह्मी हंससमारूढा सर्वाभरणभूषिता नानाभरणशोभाढ्या नानारत्नोपशोभिताः दृश्यन्ते रथमारूढा देव्यः क्रोधसमाकुलाः शङ्खं चक्रं गदां शक्तिं हलं च मुसलायुधम् खेटकं तोमरं चैव परशुं पाशमेव च कुन्तायुधं त्रिशूलं च शाङ्घमायुधमुत्तमम् दैत्यानां देहनाशाय भक्तानामभयाय च धारयन्त्यायुधानीत्थं देवानां च हिताय वै महाबले महोत्साहे महाभयविनाशिनी त्राहि मां देवि दुष्प्रेक्ष्ये शत्रूणां भयवर्धिनी प्राच्यां रक्षतु मामैन्द्री आग्नेयाम् अग्निदेवता दक्षिणेवतु वाराही नैऋत्यां खड्गधारिणी प्रतीच्यां वारुणी रक्षेत् वायव्यां मृगवाहिनी उदीच्यां रक्षकौबेरी ईशान्यां शूलधारिणी ऊर्ध्वं ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षे अधस्ताद्वैष्णवी तथा एवं दश दिशो रक्षे चामुण्डा शववाहना जया मे जाग्रतहस्तातु विजयास्तातु पृष्ठतः अजिता वामपार्श्वे तु दक्षिणे चापराजिता शिखां मे द्योतिनी रक्षेत् उमामूर्ध्नि व्यवस्थिता मालाधरी ललाटे च भ्रुवौ रक्षेद्यशस्विनी त्रिनेत्रा च भ्रुवोर्मध्ये यमघण्टा च नासिके शङ्किनी चक्षुषोर्मध्ये श्रोत्रयोर्द्वारवासिनी कपोलौ कालिका रक्षेत् कर्णमूले तु शाङ्करी नासिकायां सुगन्धा च उत्तरोष्टे च चर्चिका अधरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षतु कौमारी कण्ठमध्ये तु चण्डिका घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामायां च तालुके कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिकां नलकूबरी खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्दौ बाहौ मे वज्रधारिणी हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षेत् अम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा नखाचूलेश्वरी रक्षेत् कुक्षौ रक्षेन्नलेश्वरी स्तनौ रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मी मनःशोकविनाशिनी हृदयं ललिता देवी उदरं शूलधारिणी नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेत् गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा कट्यां भगवती रक्षेत् जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरू महिषवाहिनी जङ्गे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च पादौ चामिततेजसी पादाङ्गुली श्रीमे रक्षेत् पादाधस्तलवासिनी नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी रोमकूपेषु कौबेरी त्वचं वागीश्वरी तथा रक्तमज्जावसा मांसानि अस्थिमेधांसि पार्वती अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तं च मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा ज्वालामुखी नखज्वाला अभेद्या सर्वसन्धिषु शुक्रं ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षेत् छायां चत्रेश्वरी तथा अहङ्कारं मनोबुद्धिं रक्ष मे धर्मचारिणी प्राणापानौ तथा व्यानं समानो दानमेव च यशकीर्तिं च लक्ष्मीं च सदा रक्षतु वैष्णवी गोत्रमिन्द्राणि मे रक्षेत् पशून् मे रक्ष चण्डिके पुत्रान् रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मी भार्यां रक्षतु भैरवी मार्गं क्षेमकरी रक्षे विजया सर्वतः स्थिता रक्षाहीनं तु यत्स्थानं वर्जितं कवचेन तु तत्सर्वं रक्ष मे देवी जयन्ती पापनाशिनी पदमेकं न गच्छेत्तु यदिच्छेच्छुभमात्मनः कवचेनावृतो नित्यं यत्र यत्राधिगच्छति तत्र तत्रार्थलाभश्च विजयः सार्वकामिकः यं यं कामयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति निश्चितम् परमैश्वर्यमतुलं प्राप्स्यते भूतले पुमान् निर्भयो जायते मर्त्यः सङ्ग्रामेष्वपराजितः त्रैलोक्ये तु भवेत् पूज्यः कवचेनावृतः पुमान् इदं तु देव्याः कवचम् देवानामपि दुर्लभम् यः पठेत् प्रयतो नित्यं त्रिसन्ध्यं श्रद्धयान्वितः दैवी कला भवेत् तस्य त्रैलोक्येऽप्यपराजितः जीवेद्वर्षशतं साग्रमपमृत्युविवर्जितः नश्यन्ति व्याधयः सर्वे लूता विस्फोटकादयः स्थावरं जङ्गमं वापि कृत्रिमं चापि यद्विषम् आभिचाराणि सर्वाणि मन्त्रयन्त्राणि भूतले भूचराः खेचराश्चैव जलजाश्चोपदेशिकाः सहजाः कुलजामालाः शाकिनी डाकिनी तथा अन्तरिक्षचरा घोरा डाकिन्यश्च महाबलाः ग्रहभूतपिशाचाश्च यक्षगन्धर्वराक्षसाः ब्रह्मराक्षसवेतालाः कूष्माण्डा भैरवादयः नश्यन्ति दर्शनात् तस्य कवचे हृदि संस्थिते मानो नतिर्भवेद्राग्नः तेजो वृद्धिकरं परम् यशसा वर्धते सोऽपि कीर्तिमण्डितभूतले जपेत् सप्तशतीं चण्डीं कृत्वा तु कवचं पुरा यावद्भूमण्डलं धत्ते सशैलवनकाननम् तावत्तिष्ठति मेदिन्या सन्ततिः पुत्रपौत्रिकी देहान्ते परमं स्थानं यत्सुरैरपि दुर्लभम् प्राप्नोति पुरुषो नित्यं महामाया प्रसादतः।
Let's take deep breath in and breathe out. And with that feeling of that protection, with the Mother Divine, let's take one more deep breath in and breathe out. Slowly and gently, whenever you feel complete, you may gently open your eyes. So nice. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And it's over to Krish.
Thank you, Rashmi. That was beautiful. Seriously, thank you for joining us and taking the time and sharing your beautiful chants. So, as you can see, we have a lot of questions for you, especially about Marma. Some of them were answered, but would you please share first, um, like, just how to get in touch with you, how to contact you? Are you available to do some Marma services?
Yeah. So actually, marma is the points. It is like the switches which is in our body, and it is very subtle. And just with the touch of those points in our body, it energizes. It's a very ancient way of energizing our body just through um, l- a touch of those points in our body. The points is all over, like from head to toe. It's just like how we have all the lights in our home, but it is all connected to that one switch. When you switch on that particular switch, that light only glows, right? The same way, there are some points in our body. So, which those just with that touch or that marma treatment will energize our body. So yeah, sure, you can be in touch with me. If you want, I can give my number as well. So
Is
yeah,
this the correct number on the screen?
yes,
Okay, great,
905-616-3244. Yes,
great.
that is the. And I also encourage all our viewers who are on and to learn the Devi Mahatmyam, Devi Kavacham. It's a wonderful way to um, you know feel that protection. So I know it might be a difficult one because that is in all in Sanskrit. So, but still, if you just anyway, you are listening every day, and you just make one more step to learn, and it is a very nice that you feel that energy um, within.
Yeah, I definitely feel it even just listening. Yeah, I had a question actually about that. So I'm guessing is there an added benefit when you chant it yourself, and how does that work?
Yeah. So it's when you listen to it, yes, that is the vibrations are you are soaked in that vibration. So when you chant, it is merging to that universal energy, like how we chant Om Namah Shivaya. So that those chants are so vibrations, right? We merge into that vibrations when we chant the any mantra. So we are tuned to that mantra, and we will feel that energy within. So yeah, chanting is such an amazing thing what we can always do.
Yeah, definitely. Quick question, and you've addressed this, but do you have any specific marmas for back pain?
Okay, so marma is always we always um, two things. One, you consult the Ayurvedic Dr. Vaidya, one thing, and then you take it. That is the thing which we always tell. But otherwise, for relaxation, you can definitely contact the marma therapist and take. And for it is the whole thing. It is not, in Ayurveda, it is not that for this thing it is there. It treated as the holistic one, right? So it is not just the back pain is not just for this one, but it will be it may be because of so many other reasons, right?
Yeah,
So Ayurveda is the beauty of Ayurveda or the marma therapy is that it looks you as a whole. It's not just like, okay, this, but yet if if it is looking you as a whole, but still you have benefit for each and everything. Right? So that's how it is. Yes, you can definitely contact the aromatherapist or the Ayurvedic Vaidya, and because any pain or anything, it may be because of so many reasons, right? So that's where we always encourage to consult a Vaidya, Ayurvedic Vaidya, in order to get the specific thing for you, because every individual is unique and different. So there is no one pill that you can, okay, this you can do, and for everybody it is there. Yes, everybody it is there, but in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's where that is the beauty of the Ayurveda, Ayurvedic food, Ayurvedic treatment, is that is the beauty of that. So it looks you as a whole and treat you as a whole. It's not just you know small little pieces of it.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you. Thank you. And I had one more question, selfish question. So when you're chanting, and you have so much experience, so I figured you'd be the person to ask. Do you consciously put your attention on one aspect? Is it on the chanting? Is it on the sounds? Is it on the meaning? Or do you not try? You just kind of naturally go.
Okay, so when you chant, yes, definitely. If you consult any chanters or any Vedic Vidwan and all, they always insist on you chanting correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the sound which is you have learned, you have to chant it in a very perfect way. So because even the sound vibrations have the effect on individual. If it is told in the, or if it is chanted in the proper way, that then it have effects on us. Right? So when we chant, we always concentrate on chanting perfectly, not just chanting. Yes, initially when you are learning anything, yes, there might be there might be errors, or when you are learning, that happens. But when you are to one level that you have practiced everything, that is where the perfection comes with that practice. So any chanting, just it has to be perfect. That is where you get that effect. It's just like you tune to that station, the radio station, of course. When those stations are tuned, then only you will get those sound or whatever it is, right? When you tune to that channel, it comes. Otherwise, there is a lot of sound, unnecessary noise, right? So that's where chanting, yes, you have to do it correctly. So that is the one thing when you are learning the chanting is do at your 100%. Learn the chanting 100%. Yes, initially there might be errors, and later on go for the 100% perfection. And chanting is 100% perfection when you learn fully.
Great. Thank you. That's very helpful. So I'm always wondering, should I focus on the meaning or the listening? Yeah, but focus on the pronunciation, right?
Yeah, initially you might be getting, because when you are learning a new chant, you don't know what it is. You have to know the meaning of it a little bit. Otherwise, you don't understand what you're chanting.
Yeah.
Yes, so meaning of it. And then when you understand the meaning, then it will be helpful for you to chant perfectly.
Yeah.
Right? So, and then you will do with that perfection that, okay, I will be doing first, yes, of course, the chanting and the meaning, the gist of what you are telling, and then the perfection that you have to chant it perfectly.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you so much. It's helpful to hear from an expert, because I can just Google it and I don't know who to trust. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving the opportunity. And I wish OBBI for the amazing work they have been doing. And I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'll just take a couple minutes to explain to show you guys where we are with the chanting count and other initiatives that are going on. So 1 second. There we go. So as you can see on our billionchants.org, we have almost 9.5 million chants. That is insane. It's I don't think we as a country or a world do anything together that much. So this is really impressive, and every day we're getting closer to our goal of 1 billion. So thank you. I want to remind you to log your chants on billionchants.org. Chanting is the only way we know. So please log your chants, keep staying active, and we thank you for that. So let's keep going on our mission. I just want to remind you that OBBI is also supporting other relief funds to combat COVID-19 in the US and in India. So join us so you can check out this URL. If you go on the website, there'll be a big button, donate to the COVID-19 relief fund. So please check that out, support. You can see how much good work they're doing. 75 million meals have been provided to over 2.5 million families just within India. So, please, any amount helps, any support, just even just a nice prayer towards them is much appreciated. So yeah, and that's all I have. So log your chants at Billionchants again. Let's get to that 1 billion. I want to thank you all for joining today. It's been great. Big thank you again to Rashmi ji. It's such a blessing to be here and to be part of this great initiative and to have such a loyal and amazing fan base. So thank you all. Jai Gurudev. Take care, everybody.